Hello, everybody. That quick save just comes immediately. What does it come quickly? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and we are continuing our progress of making batteries. Top Cat should be more expensive. You are correct. Top Cat should be more expensive. Thank you. Usually it's the job of Solburn to remind me that after the fact, but you're right. It's not really his job. It's just ends up being what happens. Thank you. Top Cat is now more expensive. Okay, so my first act of business today is to make more lead. Because we're going to start running into you guys getting paid. No one's getting paid. No one's getting paid, unfortunately. One day, perhaps, someone will get paid. So, my first act of business today is getting some lead. Cappy Harper, Splee donated it. I didn't know we could donate, but Cappy Harper didn't redeem. It was, Thursday, but it was actually more a act of maliciousness from Splee. That's how Splee be. On the day you're in anime con. Oh, nice. You're in anime convention? Awesome. Did you dress up? I didn't. I've never dressed up at an anime con, but you gotta ask, right? You don't have to ask. You didn't. That's cool. Did other people dress up? That's the important thing. Because, you know, I appreciate some good cosplay. What's the anime that everyone dresses up as these days? I feel like there's always an anime series that everyone's like excited about, and there's like 20 people dressed up as the same character. What is the big anime these days? Deltarune. Oh, I can imagine that. Yeah, that must really annoy you. Well, not it must really annoy you, but I know you're not a really big Deltarune fan, so it must be slightly annoying. I'll priority that side. Okay, cool. So what we'd like to do, there were like 3 or 4 of the TV guy. I haven't played the new Deltarune. I was meaning to, and it just hasn't happened. I would like to get some gasifiers, which I probably don't have any of the technology for. I need some iron plates. Is there Silksong cosplay yet? I mean, just call it Hollow Knight cosplay and you're basically done, right? Silksong's not even out yet, is it? It was a Hollow Knight cosplay? Nice. There wasn't a Hornet. What? Next week. Okay, I was going to say, I know it was soon, but I didn't think it was ready yet. Okay, so we're going to make a couple of gasifiers. Because what we need is more of this fluid to make lead. Now, you may say this is no way, I didn't need that at all. I needed this thing. I needed high pressure furnaces. Maybe I'm good? No, I wasn't good. Well, you know, more of those could still be good. I need those too. Need a few things. Iron was on a diet today? Iron is a bit on a diet. Are you saying my iron supplies are terrible? Because that is also true. We need copper, just regular old copper. Yeah, me too. I don't really watch anime these days. Oh! I literally had some already in my inventory. Although I really got into Fleeden, like, I think I mentioned this like a month or 2 ago. I was just like, I got through the series in like a week or a half. Like, that's pretty good for me. I don't really watch anime very often, so I was just like, I burned through that show. Really liked it. There's stone here. Can we like jaw crush stone or something? Just like turn stone into stone bricks into, yeah, if we have a jaw crusher, of which we absolutely have one. We don't. But we could get stone, put that in there, and we're bamboo. Cooking with Nintendo powers. The spaghetti behind me is funny. You don't even count Naruto. I don't even know what Kimetsu is. I haven't even heard of that one. Demon Slayer. Okay, I've heard of Demon Slayer. Remember there, I was totally out of the loop, and then I'm like, I'm back in the loop, baby. Thank you. Okay. It's just threatening when a German person says it. I mean, you know, they know what they did. Okay, that should fix up a few things. My hope is that makes things better. However, it hasn't actually fixed any of my problems, me doing that, so that was fun. Well, it fixes a future problem that I don't have right now. Did I install production rates extreme Py? No. What is that? I installed letter plates so we can do text now. That was just so we could name some stations. There's a new reward, by the way, where you can name a station. So it names the station, not the individual stop, just to be clear on that. You wrote in the Discord and I said I'd check it. Oh! I know the one you're talking about now. No, I haven't checked it out. I haven't installed that, rather. I remember reading about it now, though. SeiferKatt. He's a liar. And that's one of his better traits. So then what we do... Nice. So now, if I've done this correctly, that requires way too much coke. That's kind of what I anticipated. Would you believe that it counts as done this correctly? We'd actually be better off to maybe not have done what I did first. Yeah, I'm not gonna check out Py6 until it's either out or until I am going for my next run, I suppose. I probably didn't need to delete that, but whatever. We did. Goodbye, car. I'll find it later. Fly it to the moon. That's where it should bloody be. If that car's not on the moon at 3:15. We'll have some problems. Unsolvable problems. It'll be bad. It'll be really bad. I don't know if I got the lime for this. Now I hope. Survey says no. Survey does seem to be saying no quite fervently, doesn't it? Alright, we can always make another one. Not like it's a big deal. So my chair is kind of breaking. I may need to buy a new chair because this one seems to be sinking repeatedly, which is quite frustrating. Where is this coat going? It goes up here. It goes a little bit to make steel when it bloody feels like it. Not really all that much though. Okay. That's what you're sinking as well? Ah, we're all thinking about it, are we? What I could do, and what would be sensible to do, would be do this. You want to buy a new monitor? Sounds like you got some tech things to buy in the technology land very soon. Good old technology land where nothing is cheap. Do we have an exhaust vent? Is it called a pipe? No, it's called chimney? What is it actually called? Exhaust pipe. It is pipe! Darn it! I was right to begin with. And they all said I was mad. Mad! And then they said I shouldn't do that, because that was stupid. Stupid! Venting CO2? Yeah. Don't need it. CO2 is dumb anyway. Global warming? Global warming's a hoax. I don't see it. I've looked outside before. I haven't seen global warming. Like specifically, I've just looked outside once and was like, don't see it. And I just went back inside again. Just to be clear, I am joking here. Just in case anyone thinks I'm being serious. Which, if you think I'm being serious ever, reassess. Reassess what your local streamer is telling you. Okay. So yeah, this is a good start. See, we've got the gas. I sound like my son doesn't want to sleep tonight again. Well, I mean, also again, I'd like to remind you I was lying. I do actually believe global warming exists. If global warming's real, why am I cold right now? Checkmate. Again, I am joking. The real answer why I'm cold right now is because I'm not wearing socks. The spell of the noise that summons giant or huge worms. Call that global warming. That's a good name. It's a good name. It's good. It's a good joke. So step one of this plan will make more lead. Step 2 of this plan will also make more lead. The only reason we're doing this is because we need a lot of lead right now. I suppose, what are my trousers? Global warming? Oh, you got the golden cuppa. Nice. I'm not supposed to see that though, it's not, I wasn't invited to see it. Does that go through? No. Hey Tara. Can I build another sinkhole? I can't be bothered dragging everything around for that. Oh, I'm cold because I've got no trousers on? Well... I have trousers on, thank you very much. And I'm going to stick to that logic. Okay. So that should generate a little bit more acetylene stuff. Okay, Odaba redeems what the shirt just to prove that I'm wearing pants. What the shirt. Okay. Today, it's actually funny. So I'm wearing my microbiology shirt, but unfortunately, due to the powers of microbiology and the fact that Redbubble's printing process seems to suck now, it's sort of fraying up here. But anyway, we've got little bacteria cats, which is good. It's possible the bacteria cats are like eating it. Also, you can't see my pants, but just so you know, here's my pants. I'm wearing jeans. Because I'm a regular human boy. Or cat. Some cats also wear jeans. It's a normal thing cats do. Is it? I don't have an answer for that. Now we have the problem of not enough lime. There's always something, isn't there? Because jeans are cool. I got my cool jeans. Okay, funnily enough, I think what we're going to do is turn this back around. I was actually talking to my sister today. She's doing well. She was making cupcakes for my niece. Because my niece wanted cupcakes, and I was like, frick, what a life. Just say I want cupcakes, and then Mum makes cupcakes. How you doing, Lee, by the way? Hope you're doing well. Denim of Nimes. So this is probably more than I need right now. God. You found someone who's more of a bigger Gundam Wing fan than me? I call that bullshit. That is so bullshit. That is not possible. I am a huge Gundam Wing fan. I mean, unless they bought all the Gunpla of every Gundam. And also the Mugranut Core 40 mobile suits there. I mean, if that's the case, then, you know, they win that one. Batteries are absolutely edible. That's why you should always look at 9-volt battery. Yuka's in chat. Yuka's always in chat. He's around. I love me my Gundam Wing. Bro is dumping money into the TCG to get all the alt arts of the Wing characters. Yeah? Did you ever try to learn all the names of the episodes? Now, admittedly, I failed in that, but I did try. Not that I failed, it's just I realized it was really stupid. They get paid with a unit of their choice. Damn, some of that gets expensive. If you had a huge hang on. If you had a huge stack of pancakes, you used a counterweight, you pulled the chain to power it up, you'd have a grandfather clock style pancake battery. Yeah. Trying and failing is somehow even more Gundam-like. It's entirely untrue. Okay. How am I doing for... I got 1,000 train tracks. That's not the worst. I'm still calling it bullshit, by the way. I mean, was he collecting all the Altards except Relina? Because, you know, I don't need to tell you why not Relina. Yikes. I used to get real mad at Relina, actually. Now I don't actually care, but used to be real mad. I mean, batteries just can be breakfast. That's really all it comes down to it as. If you aren't eating batteries for breakfast, what are you doing for breakfast? I don't know who you are or what you're doing for breakfast. Yep. I have a hungry boy who's hungry. That's his own fault. I'm gonna have to get him some brains or something at some point. Alright, so, next step of my process is I would like to get some automated screeners. I think I already have enough of those. Like I do. What the heck was that? It was a caravan. Where is he? There's one, but where was the one that was just going somewhere? Oh, the one that's got no fuel. There he is. It's a caravan. It's a rudimentary train that basically works off internal code of the beta. So basically it goes from one place to the other and uses pathfinding like betas do. But ultimately it doesn't matter because I'm replacing them all with trains because I like trains. That's cool code. It does have cool code. The problem here might actually not be what I thought it was. Let's just grab that ash real quick though. Seems that's been gathering for a while. Yeah, we really need to make better iron at some point, but we're not doing that today. Or maybe we will. I don't know. I have to say for sure. Steam engines. The old silly steamies. Where are my steam engines? Lost in the factory. Honestly, it sounds a weird thing to do, but a lot of steam engines might actually not be a bad idea to have. Okay, what was I actually just doing? I was building fluid things. Right. Some more small... No, wait. No? What am I lacking? Stone furnaces, probably. Nope. Iron plates. Are you serious? I am lacking iron plates. All the things to lack. Iron plates, huh? Yeah, kind of makes sense actually given the fact that iron plates are going to be a problem in the near future. Okay, we'd like some simple circuit boards.
Quality? Why not?
Yeah, we'll go positive quality. And then we need to turn off the filter, of which I didn't realize I could just turn it off. Oh my gosh, it makes it so good. Okay. On. that. And I would like some small parts. And I need some more mining drills. That's not honestly a new problem. More iron plates. Yep, of course, iron plates. Iron is getting to be more and more the problem that I'm running into. Aluminium plates. Yep, sure, we have plenty of those. Steel plates. Yep, got plenty of those. Actually, tons of those. Okay. And then we need Quality has a quality of its own. I don't know enough about Stalin to disagree with that statement. I try to learn as little about Stalin as possible, which, you know, sounds like a normal thing to do, and sounds like an easy thing to do, but one of my friends has never been on stream. One day he might be, and I have to tell him to bloody well behave himself. What do you mean, Nuke? You know who. You know very well who won't shut the hell up about Stalin. You change 5 lenses in Stalin, you get Seifer. Shit, they're onto me. You lost him twice today? That's fine. He probably cheated. Or paid you off. I'm joking, I don't think he did either of those things. God damn it. Did you guys have a tournament or something today? Or did you just hang out? Did you guys just have a hangout and didn't invite me? Cool, I wouldn't have gone anyway. Just in case someone thought I was actually sad, I wouldn't have gone. I would have made up some fake excuse and not gone. Like normal. I didn't want to get into it. I did, I just don't have the money to get into it. I do want to get into it, I just don't have that sort of cash. Okay, this is an interesting design that I have struck upon myself. How much does this actually make? It makes 0.8 of a thing. Oh wait. It's 0.8 of a belt. Okay, so we won't be making as much. But, interesting enough, we'll be... Okay, well, let's just cut all this down. Let's cut it all up. Where's that going? Is it actually connected to anything? No. You got a full-blown wing deck to lend if I want. Ah, this is where I have to make a fake excuse. I'd love to, but I've got the Olympics. I do actually, I'd love to play it, but I just don't have the time or the money or the gummy bears. We're going to rip all this down. Funnily enough, we might actually need to set up something again soon, but that's alright. God damn it, now you crave gummy bears. Basically, I haven't got the time or the gummy bears to deal with something. It's just a line that I stole off, I think it was SeiferKatt. Like, a guy who makes, like... he made a bunch of, like, D&D videos, which I thought they were very good. And they are very good. Primarily, I believe he's like a Monster Hunter streamer. Or at least he used to be. But just, I haven't got the time or gummy bears to explain this. It's basically saying, I don't have the time, and also I don't care. And I love that line. Just, I don't have the time or gummy bears to deal with this. Okay. I can't really commit to another card game. Look, I've already committed to playing Netrunner with Da Boys, and I'm pretty excited about playing Netrunner with Da Boys. So, I wonder if I can actually, with what I've done, I made something. Alright. This lead patch is still 44 million. My goodness gracious. Look, just mine it properly. Stop being a coward. Now, I don't need to have fuel through here anymore, which is interesting. What I do need is still this, the mining fluids, which is fine. Yeah, that's about right. In fact, just cut that off entirely. Just not needed. Where's that going? What is that feeding? Oh, I think it's feeding some glass production. That's, I think, okay. Yep. Don't worry, we'll deal with what to do with all that coal eventually. I don't know how, I don't know when, but we will deal with it. Will we handle it? Consult a tarot deck. Yeah, I don't do the tarot deck thing anymore though, because I never actually did the tarot deck to begin with. I wanted to, but then I realized that required more work than I really wanted to deal with. And welcome to the SeiferKatt experience, where Seif says he's going to do something and then realizes it's more work than he wants to deal with, and then doesn't ever do it. That's the SeiferKatt experience. But we did do the tarot deck. We did it for a while, but the intent was that I would eventually learn tarot, and I wouldn't need to refer to the little booklet that came with. But I never did that. I never learned it. So, I never really did it. As my one point is. Oh, well, hello there. That was load bearing, interestingly enough. It shouldn't have been load bearing, and yet it was. Okay. Now, oh fudge, the next part is getting rid of these old lead things. Ooh, okay, that's fine. So if let's look, you know what? Let's set up 8 of these. That doesn't go anywhere or connect to anything. We know that. So we can just rip that out. Rip all this out. We will need that coal line shortly, so we're not going to go too crazy there. Yep. Okay, just put the coal in there for now. Oh yes, this is working great. There we go. Deck of many things. I have that around too, but it wasn't particularly good for tarot. Maybe? We'll just pick that up for now. I could also set it to prioritize roll call. I could, you're right. I also don't really care enough to do that right now, but you're right, I could. How many slow roll inserters do we need? 2. 2 and a bit actually, so 3. Okay. That's actually not connected to anything, so we'll remove those so we don't get confused. Okay. Yeah, that's useful, I suppose. It'll make slightly more efficient lead. Input priority, yes. Okay. Just gonna shift this along a little bit. There it is. Waiting for that sound. Sometimes I'm glad I'm not speedrunning, because there's so many ways I could do this better. One way would be, for instance, just chucking a bunch of crap in here that I do not need right now. There we go. Okay. So then what we could do, you know what, even do we get rid of this? Or do we swing that back around up here? Maybe we swing it back around. Swing it back around. Go on. Don't be a coward. So we could sort of reuse that space. I mean, the ground's already, like, infused with lead. It would be wrong to just not use that infusion for something. Okay. How many do you reckon? 13, huh? We'll see. We go, say, 8 aside, aka 16. Screw it, 10 aside. I don't think it's going to do any worse having more. Nope, wrong way around. Okay. You know, I might move the way that was done. I don't particularly like the way that's been done, so let's just redo it. Or we can just put it on a nice straight line that doesn't look stupid. The internet doesn't mock me for having a stupid line. Have a burner. Put that in there. There we go, put that in there. Power that. That's lead. Make the ash go the correct direction. A little slow. Probably fine. Okay, so that's going to get more lead. We could probably use a few more miners, and I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to double the number of miners we've got, so it's just going to be some small parts, and then we can go back to making batteries. Or rather, we can go back to making our train lines. Before we go too far, let's just drop off some crap that we're just holding. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't really my intent to go through that forest, but hey. You know what they say, sometimes you go through a forest and sometimes a forest goes through you. That's if you're into, like, sexy dryads, though, of course. I am sorry, as always. Okay. Is he sorry? Dave is right. Dave's usually right. What 1010. A little bit more aluminium, huh? Well, like a box of aluminium here. We should use it. A few more small parts. I don't think the search works that way. I know it's supposed to, but I don't think it's ever worked that way. Starch. That'll make workers' food. I don't really care about workers' food, but... Oh. I don't think the workers should actually get food, to be honest. Otherwise they might unite. Quite frankly, I can't stand it. I don't know what you're trying, Odaba. But quite frankly, it makes me nervous. I feel like the next thing we can do is actually set up some lights here. Those miners don't look like miners. They are. They're of legal age to drink. Wait, no, that's the opposite. Shit, I messed up. Oh, my bar's gonna have a problem now. Snozberries taste like snozberries. Dude, they do taste like snozberries. Like, don't say they don't, because they do taste like snozberries. Okay, that should get the lead situation pretty good. Now, if we go to production and go into lead plating, it's really funny, it's really up and down, but it's clearly better than it's ever been ever. So that's ideal. Look at all that lead. You'll love to see it. You'll love to put it in the waterways. And that lead should last for a while too. So I'm just gonna go get some more train tracks. Her dad's cool friend was not as cool as she thought. I believe that was with the my friend who had been telling his daughter that he knew a streamer, and then his daughter, upon meeting me, realized I only had like at best 50 viewers. And she was so disappointed. Which is very funny. I believe that's what it was. Like, the dad was like, hell yeah, this is awesome. I have a cool friend who streams. And he has viewers. And I mean, it doesn't matter the fact that, like, you know, the number of viewers I have is actually fairly impressive on a most level streaming point. To a 10-year-old girl, not impressive. But, that being said, if being a streamer, your goal for fame is to impress a 10-year-old girl, I'm concerned. You know, that should not be your goal. For many, many reasons. Unless you're 12. You shouldn't be streaming in the first place if you're 12. That's how I'm going to weasel my way out of that response. I guess? I guess? It's a fine line, though. It's a very dangerous line to be walking upon. I think we can all agree. Seifer's 3. Sometimes I'm 3. Alright, let's get back to building my train track. There are fewer quotes of duplicates. I think there's only like a couple of quotes of duplicates before we put on the no duplicates rule. We're going to go increase quality, and I believe that's set up to be negative quality at the moment, so let's just quickly change that. Thank you, Martin. It is appreciated. Oh, 8:30 is the followers on Twitch. 6:87 is... Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, but I mean, I assume a lot of people do the thing, which I do sometimes, which you go, oh man, this person's content is pretty good, I'll come back, and then you never come back to it. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people who have done that, and that's totally fine. Bot can't math. I mean, no. To be fair, it's not my bot, so I'm not that fussed by it. Stream elements there. Why am I here? Train tracks. Why are any of us here? Also train tracks. Shortage of formaldehyde. Wait, what? How? Shortage of methane. Oh no. Okay, glad I've seen that in time. Oh, give me a liver. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're back to making methane again. And if it makes you feel any better, I have no idea what you guys are doing. But you seem to be entertained by it, so just a reminder for those who are wondering about the quotes and how you can know see all these quotes. The Discord is how you can find all these quotes. I am totally fine with someone joining the Discord, reading the quotes, and then leaving. If that's what you want to do, that's absolutely fine. You're right, I probably will. Looks alright. They should break the lamps like 5% of the time. I think it's going alright. I think barely though. We got close on that one tower. Barely alright is good enough for me. Thank you for the Gesundheit. Hydrate? Sure. We can do that. I'm not going to do it while driving though, that's dangerous. And I'm not a dangerous driver. Arguably. I would argue I'm not. Some people behind me, when I'm going you want to gas out, you got to vent it out, methane. Yeah, I'm not a dangerous driver, but because I drive the speed limit, but people get really mad when you drive the speed limit. I mean, okay, in Factorio, I'm a dangerous driver. I respect that. That's a fair point. I'll give you that. in real life, like, I drive the speed limit, I do the things, and people get real mad when you follow the speed limit. They're like, oh my gosh, this guy's doing 80 kilometers in an 80 kilometer zone, but I want to drive 100. And it's like, well, that's nice. I'm not driving 100. Because the cops will ping me first. Oops. That was probably needed. Kilometers per hour. What are they, Americans? Some of them probably. Logically, some of them are probably Americans. Where are you going? I literally do not know. Okay. We can put that away. Batteries. So, my goal at the moment is I would like to make Orogs. Orogs? Orgs. I don't need floor. So what I really need is my Orog paddocks. I need to make Orogs though. Okay. Oh shoot. Come back. Come back. I need to make Orgs. How do I make Orgs? I don't know. Just make 5 of them for now. I need to get out of the car. This noise is annoying me. There's a few ways. That's going to be a pain that I'll worry about later. Okay, yep. This is about what I'd expected as a problem. We need org pups. They can just eat moss. I don't care. Okay, so that's not a problem. The problem... orgs is going to be making an org. That's fine. See, ha 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 ha. Oh, there's one more thing I haven't got included in here. Wait, did I not? Okay. Okay. How far am I into science? I mean, the first proper Pi science is up here. I am approaching the next science. That, however, will take a little while. Okay, so that is painful to look at. I think we're going to stop on that one now. We need to make this bacteria. I think that's the next main thing. Good news, we probably don't need to worry about those. Or that. Or even that. Okay.
Did someone order quality?
Yeah, someone did order quality. A decrease of quality. Okay, so good news time. This actually isn't going to take too much. Sorry, why do we have tree seeds here? Oh, because some seedlings broke while they were in the thing. Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. Okay. That's actually not that big a deal. It's just slightly annoying. Okay. That's alright. It's better to find it now than later. That's the saplings. They're going up, aren't they? They sure are. Okay, empty the popcorn. We don't need to do that. That's fine. And then all of a sudden we get a little bit more space. Seeds. Odaba likes to have at best 0 quality, like not even quality 1. That has too much seeds, and therefore we shouldn't be making any more. Isn't that the seed belt directly off? You are correct. Why we do it that way? Okay. Now, my plan first is we've got the petri dishes, we've got lots of petri dishes. We're gonna steal those petri dishes for making Zogna bacteria, sorry. We don't need to have any of these other fancy things. It just does not matter. We can just go straight to the Zognobacteria. Which we have a... We need lamps. That's okay. I was considering building another station over here anyway. So. Okay, so this is going to be a station that exists. Yep. Okay. We will need to signal these all better later. 3. So the first one is, oddly enough, the only train we've really got going, which is my... Oh, I've got 2 trains going, I suppose. I've got my copper train, I've got my lamp train. So I guess lamps. Alright, well. Oh yeah, I really want to get the chromium ore at some point. Maybe that's what I do after this, so I can start making my train lines a little less stupid. I can start using medium poles. Oh my word, medium poles? Wow, we'll be in a level of technology we've never heard of. Anyway. Lamps are over here, right? Yes. Wow, confound it all, that's going to be a level of scary technology. Red inserters, yeah, red inserters are another level of technology that... I mean... The funny thing is we need to make rubber in here, so... It's still something we need. Okay. Okay. Red inserters would be pretty neat, actually. We should think about them some point. Okay, incubator. Now, I assume these are a fluid. They are a fluid. Wonderful. We need pressurized air. Means we need a pressure pump. I don't think a pressure pump's too hard to just... I think it just makes it a nothing, right? Yeah. Wood, petri dish, lamp. Okay. We should have more than enough wood. But again, if we ever need to expand this, we can. Alright, I think chromium ore is after this. Not chromium ore, just chromium in general. And then lamps. By the way, if you'd like to name this whatever this station becomes, you're more than welcome to. We've got plenty of space to expand it. While there's only one stop at the moment, I'm sure it'll expand to more in the future. If you would like to name the station, 10,000 channel points, and the naming rights are yours, within reason. We're not. There are some things we're not calling a station. I don't know what those things are, but I'm sure someone will figure it out pretty quickly. We've got a couple of stations actually renamed. We've got this one, and we got... I don't know if this one's going to do much, but... Yeah, see, that's going to be one that will get vetoed. Absolutely. See, thank you very much. I knew someone would find the name that I would not use, and you've done it. Congratulations. Even as a joke. Yikes. Well, China's a great place. Is it? We are short on ash. Okay, well we can get more ash. Not going to make a lot more ash, but it'll make a little bit more. And we're going to also probably make those a bit faster. You know, actually... No, we'll still include that. There we go. Alright, so that's gonna do some good stuff, I believe.
Quality.
Hopefully result in more petri dishes. Not more petri dishes, sorry, more, yeah, more petri dishes. But we're making our Xeniga bacteria. So that's cool. We have made a thing. We're one step closer to making batteries. Now we're going to take a quick break to make Medium power poles. I'd like to make 10 a minute. Most of those things are fairly easy to come by. This is where we have a problem. They need singe gas to mine. Not too bad. Sand casting, maybe a little bit of a problem, but not the end of the world. Okay, that's actually fine. We're going to need carbon dioxide. Okay, so anyway, chromium ore. There is an interesting place to mine it from because we already have a station there. We can expand that station out. We turn that station to a proper one. And then we can refine it elsewhere. That's probably not a bad idea. Fix the station up. We'll go get some, what are they called? Some widgets. We need some widgets. Oh, and before we go too far, can we just, do that? Yep, right. Widgets! There's a power pole on the ground. Weird. Like how vacuum is a fluid. Vacuum is a fluid, but also pressurized air is a fluid. I mean, there's that mod that where everything's a fluid. You want inserters? They're a fluid, baby. You want pumps? You better believe a pump is a fluid. Everything's a fluid. I checked out the mod a little bit pre 2.0. And because I was thinking about maybe running that, and I was like, this is just not that interesting. What about gender? Really depends on the person. I'm not going to get into that, but I mean, if someone wants to say their gender changes depending on how they feel, sure, why not? Their gender is fluid? Yeah, why not? Doesn't bother me. Someone's gender does not bother me. And it shouldn't bother you. That's really what comes down to it as. Alright, so we're gonna go into that story apparently. Tar processing, we need some iron. You know what? Okay. That was a strawman argument, that was me being oblivious. I apologize if that was incorrect. That was just me being ignorant. Not intentionally. I do know some people have been like that, where they decide what gender they want to be referred to as. That doesn't necessarily mean everyone's that way, because everyone is unique, and that is totally fine. If you wish to educate me further on this topic, you can find me on Discord. You're already following me in my channel. You can absolutely send me messages. It's totally fine. But like Solbird says, we're kind of dropping this unless someone's got a point they wish to make right now. But I'm more than happy to have that discussion offline. And I don't mean that as being disparaging. I'm totally happy to have that conversation. Anyway, we're going to drop it for now. But yeah. Thank you, Selbert. You know what? Okay. It's making how much? See, this is the thing. We came to this thinking about medium electric pulse. I don't want medium electric pulse. What I want is chromium plating. Give me 200 per minute. How viable is that? See, that is a more hefty target This is a spicy watermelon. And you know how I feel about spicy watermelons. As this valid privilege to be respected, but still you respect consistent use of language. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Spicy watermelon, though. So, you know. Take that as you want it. How do you like them spicy watermelons? More iron plates. Yeah, it's always iron plates. It's always bloody iron plates. Which are still coming through at a rate that is acceptable. Could it be better? Of course it could be. But it's acceptable. However, my... Oh, shit. It's just... Sorry, just because it's like a yellow drop, it's like, oh no, somebody peed on my ground. I am... Just pick up the pee. Sure. Okay. We're gonna need a mining fluid for this, aren't we? Well, Jazz Jackrabbit. That's gonna be a problem. This is apparently my new thing that I say when I'm like, well done. Jazz Jackrabbit. Pee on the floor. Okay. We're probably going to need to get the fluid wagons working then, which we haven't actually previously done. Okay. Are my wagons fluid? I wish. Sadly, they are not. Sagely. Rethink your ideas, brother. Okay, so for a fluid wagon, we need some things. English is fluid, nice. Brake shaft. Oh no, you gotta break the shaft. Yup. Okay, is that my shafts? That's my shafts and gearboxes. What, hang on. No, this isn't gonna work here. I need to move this further along. I've upset the factory. We're going to negative quality, I see. Martin has done this. This is unusual for Martin. I see Odaba's rebellion is gaining strength. I did not expect this. Not today. Not ever. And yet, here we are. Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition. Odaba, I don't think you're Spanish. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think you're Spanish. Men will do anything except build a long-handled inserter. It's like that men will do anything except go to therapy. Men will do anything except build a long-handled inserter. Okay. Okay. Why do we not have brakes? I know the answer is because we don't have small parts, but that doesn't seem right. I literally see them there. There's something in the way, isn't it? Oh my gosh, there was something in the way the whole time. Don't forget to power the machine. Okay, we got other problems, mate. I've been struggling with that part for ages, and only now do I realise it was because something was jamming it. I had a bad case of the stupids. Okay, we need pipes. I have a funny feeling none of this needs pipes. There was 2 ash. Ah. That's alright. We've fixed it now. That's what matters. As stated, we had a bad case of the stupids. It happens sometimes, you know. Also, I don't know how to make a storage tank. It's steel, duralumin, lead. Oh, good, lead. That old friend of the people. Well, lead is doing better than ever before, I suppose. I mean, look at that lead. You could eat that lead and it would be sweet. That's just how lead is. I'm not really saying anything specific about lead. It's just lead is sweet. That's what you're led to believe. Don't eat lead. You guys never let me have any fun. Don't eat lead. Stop posting on OnlyFans. Gosh. Never let me have any fun. I'm an influencer. Valid. Valid. I am technically an influencer. I only post on only ones. This is anyone was wondering. No, I do not have an OnlyFans account. I don't think anyone thought I did, but I just want to get that out there real quick. Ain't no one paying for that. I asked my wife if she would. She was like, why? I get it for free. And I'm like, damn it. She's right. Dunkless Slam is paying for it? Oh, really? I didn't know Dunk was, only Wands was Dunks. That's cool. That being said, he's like huge Noita player, so. Morning! It's not, but he supports it. Oh, okay. Okay, now lead. Where do we get lead from? There should be lead around here somewhere because we do make solder. Lead. Okay, there's lead. Goes down here, it goes, it terminates there. Okay, so storage tanks requires steel, duraluminum, lead. Okay. Well, let's get the lead out, as they say. Get the lead out for the boys. How... Oh. Oh, there's like a perfect route straight down there. The spaghetti must flow. Yeah. I don't know how I go back from playing Pi after this. I really don't. I mean, I've still got many hours left. Maybe I'll hate it. Maybe it'll be like my feelings towards Nellius by the end of it. I can only hope. Because I would hate to have to do this again. And I would. I bloody would do it again too. That's the problem. I know who I am as a person. We're not a green science yet. That's true. But having such a good time. Is the lead coming? The lead is coming. Yes. We're gonna build another automated one, I think. What does that require? Maybe not. Maybe you're feeling good about completing a science pack and then you look at the next one and the stream is RimWorld. Yeah, exactly. At some point I just give up and we only play RimWorld now. It's always a possibility. We could just give up and become the world's #1 most renowned RimWorld streamer. No, we couldn't actually. I think someone's already got that title. Well, it's #5. I'm not... I can't... No. I don't think I'm taking the #5 title of RimWorld either. RimWorld's a much bigger audience. I'm surprised how well RimWorld's actually doing audience-wise. I didn't know the audience was that big. But clearly it is. Which, you know, good for RimWorld. I'm happy for them. Okay, assemblers. Can I build an assembler? Probably not. Lacking small parts. Oh! Oh, glad I noticed that in time. Yeah. I mean, as I said, I'm happy for the remote players. If they are having a good time, then I'm happy for them. Storage tank. No, I'm being stolen! Help! I'm being taken away. Okay. I don't know. I really like RimWorld, but it's just hard to play RimWorld when I can play Factorio, you know? Like, I was playing RimWorld and I was really enjoying it, but I just really wanted to play Factorio, and that kind of killed my run, because all I would think of while playing RimWorld is I could be playing Factorio right now. That's not a great way to live your life. But then, I wasn't living my life that way. But Pi, exactly, but Pi! I realized that was supposed to be a negative thing, but I didn't feel that. This is why Hollow Knight is stuck and Outer Wilds is stuck. Oh no! Outer Wilds is stuck? American Pie. No! Not Outer Wilds. One of my literal favorite games of all time. Why is that sad? Oh, because we fixed that long ago. Okay. Scone. Look, I'm not planning to play Skong. Oh, I'm not going to tell you damn thing about Outer Wilds. I would never spoil Outer Wilds for someone. It's, as I said, it's probably my favorite story-based game. I love it so much, and I would never spoil anything for Outer Wilds. Never. Silksong, I'll probably plan to play a little bit away. I don't plan to just get straight into it. I do want to check it out, but I'm in no hurry to play Silksong. So what I might do is, where's my car? Huh. Miles away. Yeah, I'm no. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'll finish the grapes. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really into playing that bloody 100 stand Last Defense Academy. Is that what it's called? The 100 line Last Defense Academy. I've just really gotten into it. I just want to keep playing it. Just a dumb visual novel, but I'm like, I gotta finish it. That's another game I can't really talk about. The 100 Stand, Last Defense Academy, is by the creator of Danganronpa. A bunch of weird teenagers are all forced to defend a school for reasons they're not entirely sure of. Very visual novel-y with a very light tactics game stuck onto it. I really love it, but I don't know if I can recommend it to anyone. I do not know who I can recommend it to. It's a weird It's a weird game to recommend to anyone. I mean, it's got a demo. That's probably the best part about it. You play the demo, and if you go, this is not a thing that I want to play, then you know what it is. If you find anime tropey characters annoying, it's not the game for you. People saying, whoa, you should play Oblivion, it's the best RPG released this year. Yeah. I played Oblivion. I spent about a week playing it. I enjoyed it when it came out, like the 360 version, so that tells you how long ago I was playing that. I enjoyed it. I played it for a week. I had a week off. I played it. And at the end of the day, at the end of the week, I never touched it again. I was quite happy to just be done with it. Which I think is fine. There's nothing wrong with playing a game for a week and then going, and I'm done. I mean, that's a good week, right? How many games can you play solidly for a week? I feel like I was also chatting up a girl during that time, which never went anywhere, but you know, that's normal. I'm sure a lot of people have stories like that one. No one's fault. It's just how life goes sometimes. Also, it was like 20 years ago, so I'm definitely not regretting anything there. God, imagine that. Married with a kid, be like, oh, 20 years ago, No. God, no. God, no. I don't know, I feel like a whole bunch of things in my life are like defined by, not defined by, but it's like the measuring point was what game I was playing during that time of my life. Do people get that? Does that make sense? Or am I crazy? I'm allowed to be crazy, and also it makes sense, by the way. I just saw something strange. I didn't know if that made sense. I was right. I did see something strange that didn't make sense. I don't really want to carry this lead around. By definition, I wish to get the lead out. Fluid wagons, yes. Cargo wagons, yes please. Two years, wow. And you know, I said wow, but I mean, some people they never left. Yeah, it's like the one thing that I remember, like when WoW was in its like huge heydays, was like you'd read those like every 6 months or so. You'd read a story about a family, like a mother and a father neglecting their children because they had to play WoW, and it's like, look, I liked WoW. It was fine. Okay, you were a big deal, sure. I was never a big deal in WoW. But neglecting your children to the point they're taken off you because you're too busy playing World of Warcraft. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm someone who would easily play 30, 40 hours of games a week when I was single. But even then I was like, holy shit, what the hell happened there? Like, things have gone wrong there. You wouldn't say it added a year to your studies, but it probably was a factor. Hey look, I mean, at least you can admit it. I mean, after the fact though, I imagine. No offense. It's easier to admit those things after the fact when you're no longer around them, right? Yeah, there you go. SeiferKatt's got a very simple rule. Don't harm children. We keep it simple here. Can I just grab some jerky from you? Thanks. Don't worry about that. That was meant to happen. Are children not people? It's really hard to answer that one. Part of me wants to be like, make the joke about like, absolutely not. But the other part of me is like, subcategories, yeah. Man, so many things are weird after becoming a father, and just like shit you did not think about before, and then you think about, you're like, oh. Maybe they do in New Zealand, so that's cool. Like the classic, like, oh, you know, child gets harmed in a TV show. Didn't care before. Now I'm just like,
Did someone order quality?
I'm just bawling like a child. And they never tell you that's what's going to happen to you. They're not people as not fully developed adults with full rights. Yet companies are people. If a child formed a company at the age of 2, the company would have more rights than they did. Ooh. I said there's a joke, but then I thought about it. I was like, that's actually kind of real. Okay. How do I convert this into a proper station? The answer is probably shouldn't have done what I did in the first place. That's probably step 1. We provoking children now? Stick. Shocking comment of the day goes to Lee. Congratulations on that one, I suppose. You know what? I'm gonna just, we're just gonna put a X on this topic. We're gonna be done with this one, I think. Thank you very much for playing. We're, done. I hate this line. Yeah. But now, just to like keep... Just to make sure it's consistent. Part of me says I should actually rip up this entire station and do it properly. The other part of me goes, this cliff is in the worst possible place. That drive just makes sense. For me. This station sucks. And I'm not really going to fix it, because eventually this station will be pulled apart anyway. It's only 9 million. You know, I think I even built it in a way that trying to get these ore patches done first. Don't know if that's happened, but... So... 12 in a line is the amount where it starts becoming a problem. Just 9 million? Okay. I understand where you're coming from with that question, Solvin. For some reason, copper and iron is really low. There's everything else in like the tens to hundreds of millions, and I don't know why. Like, the base Factorio things are like way lower. And I don't know why. We'll come to iron. Like, is there another iron patch? Let's find another iron patch. There's one, 12 million. Oh, it's tiny compared to everything else. So yeah, I understand your query. It's just, the query is different. Did I see the stage 4 iron? Let's go. Let's have a look at this shit. No, it's stage 3. That's stage 2. Unslimed iron. You fickin' what, mate? Unslimed iron? He's over there not sliming his iron. I'll come over there, I'll slime your iron for you, mate. You know what? That might be the most homoerotic thing I've seen said in my stream. And I'm into it. Okay. So my plan is... What is my plan? I think we're gonna split out here. This whole mine sucks. It's just the worst. Those are my 4 grenades. I think I threw them in the wrong place. Whatever. Don't care anymore. Alright. There's no reason to hit this rock, I just don't like it. This rock has slighted me for the first time. And, mind you, the last. I will not be slighted by a rock. Not again. Let's just do that real quick. Can you regale me with a tragedy? Yeah, okay. Let's go. Recovered your old space exploration save and it runs. Ah, that's something. But it does not. Oh no, my grapes. Combined chest mod doesn't work. Okay. I don't know what that mod does, but... Oh, you know what? Here's how we fix it. This is the fix. It'll be a little bit of a pain to move everything around, but... Here's how we do it. This is the station. We just had to build an entirely new station. That's all we had to do. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You've spread out 13 planets, a whole bunch of individual chests, not combined to warehouses. What does chest combine do? Sorry, I'm not familiar with this mod. Or chest merge? Okay, I still not familiar with what you're talking about. Wait, do you like have? Do you have a chest that just basically works in a whole bunch of places? Like you put something in a chest in one place and pull it out in a different place. Oh, I've used that before. Oh, I see. Yes, I do. I have used this one before. I think I used it in my Bob's run. Okay, yes, I know what you're talking about now. Sorry. That's annoying. Oh god, yeah, that's not fun. It's here. I have used that mod. Okay, I'm sorry. I have no understanding of anything at all. Well, that sucks regardless. Sorry. Okay. So, somehow we're going to have to figure out how to do this, but that's alright. That's part of the fun, right? Well, I wish you the best of luck. No, this will be fine. Oh no, oh god, you're at netherite? Oh no. That's a long way. Yeah, I know that material. Okay. I'm gonna let it just do that for a while. And there should be a fourth one. There it is. Which I will... yeah, that was expected to happen at some point. I mean, no, it's not Romeo and Juliet because, you know, not a real story. Yours is real. And besides, yours is tragic to you. Like, who gives a shit about Romeo and Juliet? You know? They weren't real. For you, this is bad. This is annoying. This is frustrating. Your tragedy is allowed to be your tragedy. There's plenty of copper for it to go through. That'll take a little while. That's okay. Yeah, for what it's worth, you're among friends who understand how painful that is. That's fine. And we can do that. Okay. No balancer? Not yet. We'll think about it later. Then I wonder how much I want to be able to move all that stuff from one place to the other. I haven't considered that part yet. Missing 3 belts. Thank you. Where'd my train go? Wait. I've physically lost a train. Oh, it's refilling. Okay. It's refueling. That was briefly concerning. It won't work without this. I mean, technically it won't work at all because it's not even designed to work yet. Nope. Like, nothing's gonna work right now. Wait, how do I have 4 belts left over if I had no belts? What? Okay, there we go. I don't know why. I make a tag for the train ass. What? You're looking at my train's butt? What's wrong with you? We do not sexualize the trains in this factory. And if we do it gracefully. We do it politely. You know? I don't actually know what you meant to say. I'll be honest with you. What did you mean? We stare respectfully at the train's ass. Oh, dude, here's your train. Yeah, right. I don't think I need to do a dude, here's your train for every train. Beep beep boys. Not happy with that. At least I tell people I'm not happy with that. I'm actually bemused thoroughly by that. We need belts. That's one of the reasons we came back here. Don't even know where belts are. Remember the Nullius factory? God, that was a disaster. Anyway, don't know why I brought that up. Steel plate, aluminium. Oh, we still need more electric miners. Which is iron plate. Of course, it's iron plate. I know that. Thank you. Maybe I can automate miners. That's probably not a bad idea. Well, that being said, there's like the main miners I think I feel like I need is the fluid mining drills because they need to have the fluids, which is funny because electric miners can take fluids as well. We know they can because that's how it works for sulfuric acid. I don't know why they would not do it that way. Range. Steel and aluminium. Okay. A few more of those is good. Wouldn't mind a couple more even. Grab a stack of air core inductors. There we go. Enough for one more. Sure, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Oh, but that took up all my mine because they take the miners. Okay. Okay. The train is safely up there. Right now it is safe to drive along the tracks. Not that I ever should. Just because it's safe, it doesn't mean I should get into the habit. I have no grenades. Okay. Well, I guess we're going along the tracks. The one thing I was just telling myself I shouldn't do. Don't worry about it. It's fine. That's gonna take a while before it actually properly empties, but that's okay. And then it won't quite fill it. We're just going to do that for now, I think. Because then when we come back with the mediums, then we're good. Okay, next up on the cutting floor, this shit. This is actually why we came down here. And we're going to put a pipe between those two. Otherwise it gonna get thirsty. There's a tree right there, just to be a right pain in the butthole. You never want a tree being a pain in the butthole. I don't need to explain why, just trust me. Yes. Can't go that close. Okay. We're gonna do 4 again. But we're not going to have the same sort of input-output. I think just for raw materials, 4 is a good number. I've got no basis of that. Just feels right. Okay, this isn't actually going to start mining it either until we get the synge gas. I mean, yeah, it's only doing 0.8 of a belt. So really what we're going to be doing is merging these two. Hydrate? Yeah, we can hydrate. It is done. The mall is definitely giving you Nellius vibes. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get away from doing that as quickly as possible, because the mall is getting scary, and I don't want to be reminded of Nellius. I don't want that. Oh, no. That's not how the car works. Almost picked up the car. Yeah, just for tradition. You rotate the splitters 90 degrees. You know, that would probably make way more sense, wouldn't it? Feel like that. I was going to use Cybersyn, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. It's available. I can't actually use it until I get batteries. I have Cybersyn installed because it's part of the Pi package, but I haven't done anything with it yet because I need batteries. And by the time I have batteries, I don't know if I care anymore. My resolve may weaken by then. It's a sin. Okay. So that's good to have this. It's an optional of the Pi package, but it is in the Pi package. Nonetheless. Okay. Now this is chromium ore. Okay. Cool. Conflicting mods are also on the Pi package. Love a little bit of a paradox. Can we lamp? We should lamp. It's fine. Once we get chromium. It's literally why we're doing this. The whole reason we're doing this whole thing is so we get chromium so we can get medium poles. I don't know what else chromium's good for. Let's have a look. Chromium is like next to us. I know. I am aware. It's also needed for long-handled inserters. Fast things. Ooh. Long inserters. Oh my. Girl, what that long-handled inserter do? I think that's this entire station done. I don't think we're gonna have room for another thing in here. Now, the last station... Do we not carry any more stations with me? No, we don't. Okay, that's a thing that exists, I suppose. Oh good, we're emptying those things again. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we need more train stops apparently, because we didn't think about that. There's train stops, I suppose. Oh wait, I can build them. I've got literally the inventory with them. Well then, build them. No reason to leave if I can do it. I probably would like to get some of the big things for this though. Okay, so this is syngas drop. Okay. Fuel. There we go. We probably need a syngas pick at some point. Not using station colors. I don't know. That's not a mod though, is it? It's 2.0, yeah. Wait. Station colors, that's a mod. No, wait, it's 2.0? Wait, what? I thought that... If it's... What? If it's 2.0, why am I not using it? I don't know. Valid question. Station colors is 1.0. Yeah, but the train's changing color. Okay, but how do I make the stations change color? You select the color. Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're straight up not gonna do that. You kidding me? Not happening. No, not happening. Now, syngas is available over here, if I recall correctly. We make a whole bunch of it, don't we? We actually vent some of it too. Oh my gosh. There was a mod where wagons... Yeah, I know the mod where the wagons change colour, but we're not going to be using station colour changing. There is simply too many stations we're going to have by the end of this that do anything like that. Is it syngas? Syngas. Syngas. Okay, yes, got it. Got it. Okay. Happiest little pump. Okay. That's actually kind of perfect. Parts come from the ass. Thank you. Thank you so much for that enlightening information. I'm so glad you've informed me of that today, otherwise I would not have known. How much do these carry? These carry 25. Okay, they carry 25. They don't do something that I usually do. That is my phone telling me it's 10. They are not. Not in this mod. Grain carriages also can hold 40 stacks, right? Haha, not here. Okay, so they're carrying 50. So if it's less than 25,000, I suppose. There are better trains later. There are. I am aware. I'm excited. I'm pumped for that possibility. Okay. We're going to take that train for a little... no, not yet. Not time to take that train for a walk. Okay. There's a bit of trains later. How am I getting power to those things? Quick question. I'm not. Trick question. We're back in business. Okay. Well, they now have power. That's cool. I don't like the fact that only those ones are on the top. Second. There we go. Nicer. There we go. So that'll mine quite a bit eventually. That is slowly getting emptied. Slowly being the important word there. But the important thing is copper is flowing. Alright, the plan is to go over here, and then the idea is this is going to be another station, so we can pull up that way and go across. Our signaling is terrible, but it's set up, it just needs to be built. Food time? Yeah, it's really end of stream time. But catch you later. Thanks for coming. Wait. Stop. Actually, carry on. I was like, this is fairly low radar, but then I'm like, I don't even have the radar on me. How are the fish doing? Looks like everything got jammed up. Because of biocrud. Yeah, I was wondering if that was going to happen. I will put a marker on this. Okay. Just as a reminder that I need to fix that at some point. Okay. This is a small station we've made here. Hopefully it's big enough for our needs. You ever used the lower power setting of my microwave? Bold of you to assume that I knew there was a lower power setting on my microwave. No, I do not. I honestly forgot that I could. I forgot that such a thing existed on my microwave. Anyway, I'm going to call it here, actually. I can sort this out next time. So, next time we're going to get the syngas, bring it up here, fill that up, and it should be good. So, 28th stream of Pi. Nice, getting there. That actually scared me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you are new here, please do consider following. I would appreciate it. But as always, you do what makes you feel comfortable. I will next be streaming on Monday, so be here for that if you'd like to see Pi continue. And if you don't want to see Pi continue...
Got some quality?
Seriously, thank you so much. Hang on, we'll just fix that now. It's negative. You know what? It's negative. I don't even care anymore. Yeah, so be here for that. YouTube.com/SeiferKatt, that's where I post VODs. Currently we're posting me trying to get the 40-hour achievement in finishing Space Age. So that's being posted up at the moment, and then after that we'll start posting at the beginning of Pi. So, woo! What else do I have to say? That's about it. Thank you everyone for being here. Take care. And I'll see you later. Bye!